You and I have become regular. We stand for the voiceless voices near and far. Animals and trees are the exploited ones for the profit of greed in liquid modernity.
I'd like to introduce Michael, who's played for us this afternoon. He wrote that song specially for Mikey, and it's on YouTube, so you can find it there.
Well, they fly Sheba with fish cake in pursuit, across the night sky holding their love and mood. Bare tree hollows, families gather at dawn, singing love songs as Mother Nature mourns.
My involvement in this goes back 20 years now. I've lived here. My name's Emma Heidi. I live just up the road. And I suppose my involvement with the Powerful Owls started when, about 20 years ago, when I first got here, I was walking down my drive one evening after work and it was dark. And as I came down, there's a tree overhanging my driveway and this enormous bird took off and I got the fright of my life. Not that it was noisy, it was very, very quiet, but gee, it was big. And I had no idea we had powerful owls in the area. In fact, I didn't know what they were at that starting stage. And I had heard this sort of splat as it went past. Bird continued. Something had dropped on the ground. Went and got a torch. And I found out what powerful owls eat. There was a little bit left of the possum, but gee, not a whole lot.
Powerful owls in Byles Creek Valley, from a stone cliff face to Whale Rock. We lament the fauna's impending fate in a pseudo-biodiversity crowded nightmare state.
So we have this beautiful piece of bushland, and Michael's been at the forefront of the fight to save it for a very, very long time. And he's going to talk to us about actions that we can all take from this point forward.
Greetings all. Yep, I'm a resident, but I once was a humble photographer who just lived life until Barry O'Farrell brought the ETTT through and we saw 30,000 trees lost in our area. And I think that's what made me become an environmentalist. You know, I accepted that from time to time trees get taken down for development. But what we saw in 2013 come through this area and 30,000 trees lost, you know, you've got to draw a line in the sand and say enough is enough. We've seen it happen with the Northwest Rail Link. We've seen an appalling 1050 code introduced by the Baird government that just saw the wanton destruction of trees. So thanks everyone for coming out in support of Mikey the Powerful Owls habitat in Byles Creek Valley. As you can see, it's fantastic and it's pristine. Now listen, it was only 2 months ago when Georgia Cameron and myself launched Mikey the Powerful Owl book, and just a little over a month ago when we donated over $2,000 from the profit of that book, the entire profit of that book, to BirdsLife Australia Powerful Owl Project. Hence, after so much positiveness and work done by the community to protect this environment, the native animals, it is with sadness that we gather here today. And we gather to try and correct an injustice perpetrated on community and bushland. 10 days ago, this area up there was cleared. You can't see it, but if you go up Moulton Road, you'll see it. It shattered the community's trust in Hornsby Council, the Berejiklian government and the Land Environment Court to enforce the strict conditions imposed on this development. If not for the quick actions of Barbara Wynne and Trish Brown, we would most definitely have lost far more. So thank you. Thank you very much. What we witnessed that Friday was blatant disrespect, not just for bushland, but for the rule of law governing this development. Disrespect to the community as a whole, and utter disrespect for the generations of residents who have fought to protect this bushland. Many developers all over Sydney seem to be a law unto themselves, and we've seen it happen in Epping. You know, it was described by the EPA as the Wild West when we reported a number of breaches up there, which we actually were successful to have a number of development companies up there fined up to $48,000. So community action does work. You've got to police these mongrels. The clearing of Byles Creek Valley was commenced prior to the development being given the green light to clear. The deferred commencement approval was yet to be fulfilled. The Land Environment Court imposed strict conditions on this DA to protect the flora and fauna. 21 pages of strict conditions, in fact. Well, the execution of these conditions failed at the very first hurdle by the developer. Due diligence had been jettisoned, trust had been forfeited. The pendulum in our liquid modernity has favoured development over the wishes of communities and its benefits. We live in a time of greed creep where developers push ahead, ignore or distort regulations of imposed conditions. They happily pay the trivial fine council and courts may impose on them. Speed is the essence in which they work. They get in quick, get it done before anyone is looking, suffer the ramifications later. The penalty for clearing Byles Creek Valley must set a precedent. Council and the courts must enforce community standards and expectation. They must send a clear message to developers: environmental breaches will not be tolerated. If not, communities must push back against the seed that facilitates reckless development, and that seed is myopic government policies, council approvals which feed the juggernaut of inappropriate development. It's time residents took back their community. It's time we said enough is enough. And by the look of people coming out in this humble little community, I think you all agree. It's time we reinstated democracies, trashed by the council mergers, another beast that feeds development hunger. Epping is a very good example. And in the words of Donald Trump, it's time we made community great again. The environment is not a first world luxury, it's a necessity. It is a necessity that sustains human life. So I'll end this speech with a statement and a question to all. Ad nauseum. For years we hear why things can't be done. Well, I look over here and I say to you three, we are sick of hearing from our elected officials why something can't be done. We want to hear what can be done and what will be done. So my question to you all here, and in layman terms, who wants to see Hornsby Shire Council and the Berejiklian State Liberal Government do what the Northern Beaches Council did last week, when they purchased for $2 million a parcel of bushland for the benefit of local flora and fauna? Who wants to see Byles Creek Valley acquired and returned to the custodianship of the community to protect this habitat for our native flora and fauna in perpetuity? I know I do. If Northern Beaches Council can do it, then Hornsby Council can do it. And all our elected officials, both state and federal, can fight for this area and give it back to the people and the powerful owls and the flora and fauna, because enough is enough. Thank you. Mikey's Hollow that we all call home. In Mikey's Hollow that we all call home. Mikey's flying, flying everywhere. Come on, Mikey, wherever you are. Thank you. It was a bit scratchy. I haven't played that for a while since we launched the book.